More on this, let's bring in France 24's Clovis Casali, who joins me now live from the Sports Ministry in the 13th arrondissement of Paris. Clovis, what more can you tell us?
Well, this high-level meeting with UEFA, French police, as well as the Sports and Interior Minister is currently taking place, and here behind closed doors. The Sports Minister Amélie Oudéa-Castéra repeated again that it was Liverpool supporters who caused the chaos at the Stade de France. Up to 40,000 people turned up without tickets or with fake tickets, and among them many French youths, group of violent youths who tried to steal tickets off supporters, according to some Liverpool fans, and they tried also, these French youths, to force their way into the stadium. But the French authorities are not criticising police methods used that night during the Champions League final, even though police did use tear gas, pepper spray to disperse crowds, even though you did have children, families among those queuing to desperately try to get into the stadium. So here this high-level meeting's taking place, and we're expecting statements from Minister Gérald Darmanin, the Interior Minister, at the end of the meeting. This matter is taken very seriously here in France after this chaos and those pictures around the world showing that France had not really handled this Champions League final very well.
Exactly, and that is an important thing for France, especially ahead of the Olympics that are coming up in 2024. But I want to ask you more about the Liverpool fans who, as you were saying, have been the target of these accusations over what exactly happened. Has there been reaction from them so far? Is there any truth to that matter?
Well, Liverpool Football Club is refusing to take the blame. There have been statements over the last few hours. Liverpool supporters, for instance, sharing on social media pictures of huge queues, hundreds if not thousands of people waiting 2 hours before kick-off time, trying to get into the stadium, and saying that there are only a few stewards checking tickets, and Liverpool supporters saying they were very scared that night by what happened with those scenes of violence. Liverpool supporters who are encouraged to send testimonies, proof to the club. The club has set up a special structure to receive these testimonies. They want a full and independent investigation. That's what Liverpool's CEO has been saying. The club also pointing out that Merseyside police forces were deployed around the Stade de France on Saturday night, and British police saying that Liverpool supporters behaved well that night. Considering these dramatic, horrendous situations, scenes of chaos outside the stadium in the suburbs of Paris. So, of course, as you said, all of this is bad news, bad publicity for Paris. France hosting the Rugby World Cup next year, and, of course, the 2024 Olympics. And that's why also you've got this high-level meeting. France saying it's launching an investigation into what it calls a massive fraud of fake tickets. But France also urged to bring some clear answers to all these questions, notably from Liverpool Football Club, saying the treatment of its fans is unacceptable.